Picture this. You want to build a restaurant, but you don't know anything about accounting. Is that bad? Yes, that is very, very bad. Why? Because usually owners that doesn't know anything about accounting doesn't last very long. And fortunately, this guy does. Hi there. My name is Muiz bin Izzat Izanti, and this is my team's assignment for subject Financial Accounting for Non-Accounting Student BA 2701A at Nasi Lemak Istimewa Kampung Mortem. But before we interview this place, I have a couple of videos I want to show you guys. Let's go. Kampung Mortem, one of the most popular places right at the center of Bandar Matu. Why is it called that? Well, a lot of tourists call it the food heaven. I mean, is it true? Let us go and see. We are at here.
Located beside Malacca River, Nasi Lemak Istimewa Kampung Motem is among the top choice of destination for food lover in Malacca. Combining the Kampung Motem peaceful ambience while eating authentic nasi lemak is such a precious experience for tourists. In Nasi Lemak Istimewa Kampung Motem, not only they serve their signature nasi lemak, but also other cuisines such as otak-otak, satar, bakso, and many more.
Alright, now have you seen the video? Wish I could have enough time, but I have like 3 more hours before I can send this. So yeah, let us move on. Yeah, the next one we have is the tables of content. Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys about what we're gonna be sliding off with different people. Okay, so me, I'm only gonna do the business, the intro and the business background. Okay, business characteristic until recording process is another person, while strength and weakness is another person. We only have 3 people, so yeah, don't worry about that. Business background. Let us move on. All right, business background. See me like that? Very nice. Yes. Okay, the background of the business. There are a couple of things like name of the owner, type of business, the the location, owner's capital, the business activity. Muhammad Shafi'i bin Zahari. The type of business that he's in is the sole proprietorship. There are a couple more like partnership, limited company, and I think it's right, limited company, and more. But the one he's doing is only sole proprietorship. The location is on the Lorong Tun Mamat 4, Kampung Morten 75300 Malacca. Why did I say that? Because the location is the most important thing when you're making when you're building a restaurant, because the location will determine how popular your place is gonna be. Because if the location is not that popular, then the customer is gonna be little. It's not gonna be as many as the place that is much more popular, much more attractive. And if you don't get enough customers, then you can't get enough money to make it buy. You can't even have the money to grow your business. All right, so if you don't even have the money to grow your business, then how are you gonna grow your business? You're just gonna stay in one place instead of just in so many places. You understand me? Let us move on. Sorry, I get too excited about location. All right, the owner's capital for the business is 400,000, and fun. And the good thing is that that 400,000 is the owner's own money. Like, how great is that the owner just collect 400,000 to make his business, like instead of just taking out loan from the bank. You get it? Like, instead of, it's just amazing. All right, let's just move on. I'm just impressed. All right, we got the business activity. All right, for the business activity, as you can see, it's a F&B business for food and beverages. It's a business. They also does catering. However, the catering is only seasonal. They also does happy birthday, although uh, there is not exactly like often. So yeah, okay. There's actually like one more video after this before we move on to my next before we move on to our next presenter. Bye, Rupees.
The business characteristic of nasi lemak istimewa Kampung Moten. The characteristic of nasi lemak istimewa Kampung Moten is including management control, size and scale of the business, liabilities, profit or loss, and book or source availability. The first business characteristic of nasi lemak istimewa Kampung Moten is type of the business. Type of the business is sole proprietorship. Mr. Shafi'i is the only owner of the business. Second is management control. The only owner and make decision is Mr. Shafi'i. Third is size and scale of the business. Nasi lemak istimewa Kampung Moten business size is small and scale is local scale. Four is liabilities. The business liabilities is unlimited. Lastly, profit or loss. Mr. Shafi'i has full entitlement for the profit or loss in the business. After that, I want to talk about the business item classification of nasi lemak istimewa Kampung Moten. The first is current asset. Current asset are assets where any source that offer potential economic benefit to business, such as cash in hand, cash in bank, and expenses. After that is non-current asset. Non-current asset are owned up to 1 year and are the resource of company on a short-term basis which can be liquidated quickly or consumed, such as machine, equipment, trademark, and land. After that, liabilities. Employees' wages. A person have a basic of 1,500 ringgit and will go up every year. Fourth is revenues. 30,000 ringgit is record per month. All of the money will be used to pay the worker. Fifth is capital. 400,000 ringgit is record. It is all the money collected by the past year. Lastly is expenses. 60,000 ringgit is record, using it to pay the utilities bills, the raw materials, and services. Hello, my name is Muhaimin. We are here to interview the business owner of the Nasi Lemak Kampung Mountain, the most famous Nasi Lemak restaurant. What is your name?
Nama saya Muhammad Syafi'i bin Zari. Saya owner kepada Nasi Lemak Istimewa Kampung Moten.
Can we ask about history of your business?
Permulaan saya berniaga, sebenarnya saya asal, cerita saya ringkaskan lah. Saya asal memang anak jati Kampung Moten. Sepanjang saya membesar kat Kampung Moten, waktu saya uh, tercetusnya idea sebenarnya waktu saya bekerja dekat KL. Waktu bekerja tu memang saya plan saya tak akan kerja sampai bila-bila. Memang ada cita-cita nak berniaga. Dan lebih kurang dalam 5 tahun juga ke 6 tahun saya bekerja dekat sana. Dan saya balik sebenarnya bukan nak plan untuk berniaga besar-besar. Saya nak buka kedai burger je. Tapi tak tahu macam mana boleh terfikir nak buka nasi lemak. Sebab saya ada seorang kawan yang sama bekerja dengan saya dekat KL. Dia ada kedai nasi lemak, dia berniaga waktu malam. So tu bermulanya tercetus idea nak buat nasi lemak. Dan mula-mulanya nak buka kedai burger je. Tapi saya cakap kalau kedai burger mungkin banyak dah kat kawasan saya ni dah ada. So saya cuba. Waktu saya cuba tu saya tengok menu yang kita ada family punya resepi. Saya rasa nasi lemak lah yang paling sesuai. Dan sampai hari ni kita kekal berniaga untuk buka nasi lemak.
Thanks. We really appreciate your time. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Finally,
Finally, let's move on to the strengths and weaknesses of the transaction process in this business. First thing first, strength. It can provide the evidence for financial transactions that have been made in this business. It is because it is crucial to have a proof as as- it is crucial to have a proof that one transaction in the business actually happened. Secondly, it can track multiple income sources. This tracking tool can make the owner easier to manage the total income and expenses and regularly monitor the business financial situation time to time. And lastly, for the strength, it is actually straightforward for the small business like the nasi lemak istimewa Kampung Morten. As for the weaknesses for the transaction happen in this business, it's actually difficult to tracking personnel and business expenses, as the owner said and admitted that he recorded all of the transactions that happen in the businesses, whether it is personal or business expensive. This actually creates some new trouble. It is because this can make confusion in making financial statements later on. And lastly, the owner also admitted that he over reliant on bank transaction records. At the end of the month, he will he will gather all of the transaction record in his file on his device. Here for a fun fact for you to check it out. Did you know that the owner actually took a suggestion from a student UiTM Bandar Raya Melaka to name this business as Nasi Lemak Istimewa Kampung Morten? Secondly, the Nasi Lemak Istimewa Kampung Morten is actually a pioneer for business activities that happen in Kampung Morten. Since then, the abundance of the various businesses that arise after his business being established. That's the end of our video. But before that, we have something to show you. Let's check it out together. Alright, we would like to thank Mr. Shafi'i for giving us the chance to doing the interview with us. We would also like to thank Mr. Shafi'i for sharing us the experience of how of how the restaurant was made, the history, the beautiful history behind it. Want to say anything? We hope that your business, Mr. Shafiqi, will become more successful and can go even further to attract more people to come to this place to dine in the authentic nasi lemak experiences.
My name is Muhammad Shafi'i bin Zahari. I'm now 29 years old and I have been a native in Kampung Morton. And not only that my house is right beside the restaurant, before I started my nasi lemak business, I was a labor worker for 7 years before I quit my job and just jumped straight to the food business. Open what you know now as Nasi Lemak Istimewa Kampung Morton.